All right, let's take a hard shift into Amsterdam, film
Amsterdam.
that we talked about previously, or I talked about previously on Intercut. But Art, you're missing that week, so we didn't get a chat about the new David O. Russell film that we saw
We did not.
together in New York. What were your thoughts on this starry ensemble piece?
Beautiful IMAX that we saw it in as well over
Mhm.
at the Lincoln Center. There was another movie that I'm blinking on right now that to me is kind of the inverse of this. This is a movie that has a very jumbled up script. It's going and aiming for a lot of things, but it sounds like a Chicago rapper on a long podcast rambling about things that he may not fully know about. But it has a cast that is impeccable. Every
Mhm.
single person in here comes in giving it their all. I personally can't name a bad performance in it. I think Margot Robbie's fantastic. I think that Christian Bale is incredible in every
Mhm.
project that he's worked on with David O. Russell, and this is no different. Even if I don't think he knew where his character may be going by the end of it, there is stuff
Yes.
that shouldn't work for his character, but Christian makes it work. All of the other supporting characters, Mike Myers, really liked him
Yeah.
in this movie as a small character. Andrea Riseborough, the duel of the cops. One of them is Matthias Schoenaerts, and I'm blanking on the other guy who's always playing his
Alessandro
drunk partner.
Nivola.
Absolutely
Yeah.
fantastic. Everyone is coming in here, batting on all cylinders. They said this movie cost 100 mil. I hope everyone in the cast got paid
Yes, they
because
did.
this movie did not make back that money.
No.
I don't understand the focus of the story. You and I, after watching this, came home and were listening to interviews, and I think it was Mike Myers specifically who said, "The movie's about your Amsterdam. You're supposed to finish the movie and go, what's my Amsterdam? What's the thing I run away to?" That's what the movie's saying. You and I look at each other. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning, and we go, "Is that what the movie's?"
Really?
I never got that in the movie, but
Yeah.
I can see how it got lost in
Yeah.
all of the stuff he was aiming for in this movie. This is one where it feels like it should have been longer. There are moments where two characters just disappear, and I'm like, "What? Where'd you?" Oh, you're just gonna come back later and give me the recap of what you guys did? No, I want to see that. I want to see the investigations here. It seems like it's a very deep world where he's basing elements off of real world secret
Right.
societies, but then even went ahead to make his own little symbols, which were interesting flips on some very big iconography that's out there. It just doesn't really add up
Yeah.
tonally, but also like what they were building it up to be. Because even in the storyline that you're following, you're like, I don't know, it kind of seems like you're fighting against a threat that's going to wipe you out way easier than you think. So I don't really understand this journey that we're going on.
Yeah, when I was talking about it, I was mentioning how I felt like for this movie that's trying to give you the feeling of you're falling into this big conspiracy that can shift the
Thank you.
powers of the world, it feels way too much like you can solve the problem by going and talking to two or three people. And
Hmm.
maybe that's like you said, a
That
mini
too,
series or
yeah.
something. Maybe lengthening that plot would have given you the time to really get into the uh nature of trying to get to the bottom of this conspiracy, that you can really actually go hunt people down and go back and forth. But like it all, for as crazy as it's supposed to be, it all resolves really cleanly and easily. It resolves by like looking up into the rafters and being like, oh, there's a guy there. Like it's
It's
just
like,
too,
yeah,
it doesn't add up, as you said.
you're doing interstellar travel, and then one of the characters is like, "Is the power love?" I think the power is love, and you're like, "Yeah, there." It's this massive worldwide conspiracy, and then they're like, "But if we do we have love in our trio of friends?" And I'm like, "What does that have to do with the other?" It's trying to balance two completely different types of movies: a thriller and a friendship uh, journey, and I don't know. It felt like two scripts meshed together. That luckily you have really great performances, and what I would say is the best thing that Taylor Swift put out this past month. So for that, put it on your radar if you're interested.
Yeah.
If not, don't worry. 100 million other people did not
Yeah,
invest in watching this movie.
you're in good company if you didn't watch it.